Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the Aero Vidachoti. This will be the Aero 45 and the Aero 145 that was released last week on the marketplace. I believe you can pick this up for $9.99 if you own the premium version of Flight Simulator. At least I think that's what I paid for it anyways. Initially, I wasn't really going to give this airplane much thought just because I don't fly a lot of foreign aircraft and flight simulator, general aviation, and whatnot. I tend to stick to the uh, American made planes and whatnot. But I got to looking at it and I thought, you know what, for $10, I'll go ahead and jump on it. So I added it in and I let it sit there, and initial impressions I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I really like this. But then after I spent a few days with it, I got to liking it. I really like it. I like that it has the two different models. The two different models are two very different airplanes. And we'll get into that a little later, but let's just go ahead and give you the details on this plane. The aircraft has an actual cruise speed of 160 miles per hour. It has a maximum altitude of 19,400, and it has a max range of 1,100 nautical miles, or at least 6 hours of flight. The airplane itself is powered by two Avia M332 Mark III four-cylinder piston engines. And once you get this loaded up, you will find that the Aero 45, comes with 4 liveries, and the Aero 145 comes with 5 liveries. Now, the 145, of course, came after the 45. This aircraft was produced back in 1947 and operated as a general aviation aircraft until 1961, or it ceased production in 1961. And though there are still a number of these, or a small number of these still flying, we get to enjoy it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So externally, visually, it's gorgeous. Fuselage is good. The liveries are really nice. Sound is really good. And just your external details are really, really good. I will jump into some of the other ones to show you the liveries. But we're going to showcase the 45 here first. And I really like on this plane is the big light on the front of the nose. But that's a pretty cool looking airplane. And the one thing I really like about it is visibility out of the cockpit is phenomenal. And you can pretty much put it down anywhere you want. Alright, so let's go into the cockpit here. Alright, so inside the cockpit, you're looking at some older gauges here. Cockpit is not modernized at all. But everything in here seems to do something. And the one thing that impressed me was that even the labels they're in a different language, so that was kind of interesting. Aero Vidachoti was a Czech-owned company, and that reflects this in the model for Flight Simulator, of course. So let's just look around in the cockpit here. Like I said, everything is clickable. what I kind of like is you can check out the engines. There's a little switch here, and that'll remove the engine cover. So if you jump back out, there, the engine cover's gone, and you can check out the engine on the. You can check out the engine and kind of get an idea of what it looked like. So we want to put that back, and then there's other click spots over here. This will secure your aircraft. This will add the wheel chocks and the weights to the bottom of the airplane that you saw externally. So if we undo that, they'll be gone. Just like that. But everything here has, it does do something. I'm pretty sure there's probably a few inoperable switches, but I have yet to find them. And there's the floodlight switch. Your prop pitch, left prop pitch, AHI power. So there'll be a little bit of a learning curve to this, so that's kind of cool. Landing gear, primer. Now, when I said the 145 is totally different, Cockpit's totally different. It's a little more modernized, and doesn't quite have. It's not as simple as this Cockpit. All right, so let's check out the sound. Here, this. Yeah, okay. Well, there's two inoperative things right there, but that's okay. Your fuel selectors, rudder trim, alternate prime right engine, alternate prime left engine, pitch trim, right and left engine primers. But like I said, everything appears to be clickable in here. And then your interior. I love the curtains. Okay, well, I don't know if there is a way to bring that the curtain down, but I did figure out how to open the canopy. So let's go ahead and fire it up and see what it sounds like. Alright, so that's the startup sequence. You can do everything from the cockpit. I just went ahead and did a quick and easy startup so you could hear the engines. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over to the 145. Alright, so now we're in the 145. And as you can see, the cockpit is quite a bit more modern. You have 2 GPS units along with your autopilot. and an array of switches that all do something. Left pitch power, right pitch, and your secure aircraft button. Now what I found interesting, and what I find interesting about this one is there's no way to get rid of the yoke. At least I haven't found it yet. But it covers up this, which is, let's see if we can get to it. The VR Tule. This is a pitch preset, left feather guard, right feather guard, reset feather switches, obviously feathering the engines, prop pitch decrease, increase, and pitch presets. Now I haven't learned much about this or how to use these yet, but they function. And then your magnetos are over here. Ignition switches covered up by the yoke. Flaps lever. And then your center console. Fuel switches. Alternate prime left engine. You also have primers on the dashboard, or on the dashboard as well. Engine cowl flaps, emergency gear levers, oil radiator flap, pitch trim. Lots to do. So, at first glance, I thought, this is just a real simple airplane. It is not a simple airplane. It's kind of fun learning how to fly it. And I haven't done the checklist thing yet, follow through on the checklist. And that's something I'll probably do a little later. But I just wanted to make this to show you the airplane. Like here, interior is totally different on this airplane. Different colors. The curtains are gone. And then the exterior livery is this one for the 145. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go ahead and Alright, let's go for a short flight. Okay, so I'm starting this flight out in I can't remember. LESU, Lincoln Edward Sam Union. beautiful area. It handles well, and the engine management is pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure there is a lot more that I could be doing if I was following checklists. But I just wanted to put this video out to kind of showcase the aircraft, and if you're on the fence about it, it's worth the price. It is worth it. It's a good little airplane. It's a great representation of early general aviation twin-engine planes. Autopilot works. You do have your heading. That's your CDI. Heading knob is here. Cage altitude indicator. Attitude indicator calibration. We're trucking along here at 160. So the figures that I shared with you, I got those off of Wikipedia for this airplane. A lot of wind coming off these mountains. Alright, we need to get slow down here. Listen to that, the throaty sound. Now see, I'm not slowing it down at all. There we go. Choose altitude. I am throttled all the way down and I can't lose any. I'm not losing any speed. Uh-oh. There it is. Okay. I managed to stall this out last time I flew it. I got right into the runway and I wasn't looking at the speedometer right, or the speed indicator, and I stalled the thing right out and smashed into a hill. The windsock doesn't show any wind, but at least there's no wind here. Alright, well hey, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I have inspired you to take a look at this airplane. Like I said, if you're on the fence with this plane, I was too at first, but it is a nice addition to Flight Simulator. It's kind of cool to see something this old, general aviation wise, and play with it. It's a lot of fun. So, thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.